best way to predict your future is to create it. Let that sink in. Because right now, someone, somewhere, is sitting in their room, staring at a mirror, wondering if their dream is even possible. They're broke, they're tired, they're doubted, but they've got one thing left, the fire inside. And maybe that someone is you. You're not just watching this video because you're curious. You're watching because deep inside, you know you're meant for something more. You want to fight, not just in the ring or the cage, but in life. You want to carve out a future that no one else can see but you. You want to be a warrior in a world full of spectators. Let me tell you something. No one is coming to hand you your future. Not your coach, not your parents, not your friends, not even your heroes. This path, it's on you. Your dream isn't written in the stars. It's written in sweat, in sacrifice, in scars. Let me ask you this. Do you want to be lucky or do you want to be legendary? Because luck is for gamblers. Legends, they build their own fate, brick by brick, one painful rep at a time. You see, the world is full of people waiting for the right time, waiting for the perfect plan, waiting for someone to believe in them. But fighters, real fighters, they don't wait. They act, they grind, they create. They wake up when others sleep. They push forward when others quit. They suffer in silence so they can roar in victory. Because every drop of sweat, every sore muscle, every bruise is a blueprint of the future you're building, a future you own. Think about your idols. They weren't born champions. They weren't chosen by destiny. They were made in empty gyms, under flickering lights, in moments where no one believed in them but themselves. They created their future. And now it's your turn. This isn't just about fighting. This is about the life you want to live. You don't need a prophecy. You need a plan, a purpose, and the balls to see it through. Because if you don't shape your future, someone else will shape it for you. And I promise you this, they won't shape it in your favor. You see, the truth is brutal, but it's also liberating. Most people will never become who they were born to be. They'll settle. They'll compromise. They'll make excuses that sound like reasons, and the world will let them. But you're not here to blend in. You're not here to be average. You're here to rise. You're here to fight. You're here to create a future that screams your name. Because there are two types of people in this life, the 99% who follow and the top 1% who lead. Who are the top 1%? They're the ones who don't need a crowd to believe in themselves. They're the ones who train when no one's watching. They show up when it's hard. They execute when it's boring. They sacrifice when it hurts. They do what the 99% won't, so they can live a life the 99% can't. Be the top 1%, not because it's glamorous, but because it's necessary if you want to be great. There are no shortcuts to that level, no lucky breaks, just discipline, repetition, mastery. You build that future one painful choice at a time. Ask yourself this right now. Do you want it or do you kind of want it? Because if you just kind of want it, you'll find excuses. But if you truly want it, you'll find a way. Every time. The top 1% don't chase motivation. They run on habit. They don't need someone yelling at them to get to work. They've already started. They don't care about being tired or busy or misunderstood. They care about results. They understand that nothing worth having comes without a price, and they're willing to pay in full every single day. Look, You don't become great by accident. You don't wake up one day with elite skill, elite mindset, elite control over your life. You earn it. You earn it when you push through hell on a Monday when no one is watching. You earn it when your hands are bruised, your body is broken, and your spirit whispers, quit. And you keep going anyway. You earn it in the silence, in the grind, in the lonely hours when doubt creeps in and you choose to fight it back. That's the cost of becoming the top 1%. Now listen to me carefully. Your future is not some distant dream. It's already on the clock. Every decision you make is either building it or breaking it. Every session you skip, every hour you waste, every moment you spend waiting instead of working, you're trading your potential for comfort. You think the top 1% are more talented than you? They just don't let their feelings make their decisions. They don't wait to feel ready. They don't need permission. They don't rely on hype. They rely on work ethic, grit, consistency. You have to train your mind like you train your body. You have to tell yourself the truth, even when it hurts. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm building it every damn day. That's the voice of the 1%. That's the voice of someone creating their future, not waiting for it. You ever hear someone say, he's just built different? He built himself different. She wasn't born with that edge. She sharpened it. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice no one claps for. Being the top 1% isn't about winning all the time. It's about refusing to break when everything around you is trying to break you. That pressure, that resistance, that chaos, that's the training ground. You either fold or you forge yourself through it. Let me be real with you for a second. Most people will never see the life they want, not because it's impossible, but because it's inconvenient. They want to be elite until it's time to do what elite people do. They want the results without the sacrifice, the title without the toll, the crown without the crucible. But not you. You're here because deep down you're hungry, hungry for more, hungry for greatness, hungry to build a future that silences every doubt, every hater, every ounce of fear. And you can, but not by waiting, not by hoping, not by watching another motivational video and doing nothing after. You create your future by fighting every day until it becomes normal. Be obsessed. Be relentless. Be unreasonable with your effort. Be the person who shows the world what happens when vision meets discipline. You've got something inside you right now that most people haven't even tapped into. Unleash it. Don't just train your body. Train your character. Don't just fight your opponent. Fight your limitations. Every rep, every round, every hour you put in is a step closer to the future you refuse to let go of. Because you're not ordinary. You're not average. You were never meant to be. You were meant to lead, to conquer, to become something rare, the top 1%. And make no mistake, that road is steep. It's lonely. It's brutal. But if you keep climbing, keep swinging, keep believing, the view from the top, it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than the version of yourself that used to settle, that used to quit, that used to wonder if this dream was even possible. It is possible, but only if you build it. You want to know the difference between the people who dream and the people who achieve? It's not talent. It's not genetics. It's not even opportunity. It's discipline. It's refusal. The refusal to quit. The refusal to make excuses. the refusal to let today look like yesterday. Because the fighter who wins in the ring already won long before the bell, in the dark, when no one was watching, when the world was sleeping and they were still working. This is what it means to create your future. It's not just about envisioning a better life. It's about building it one brutal day at a time. You can't cheat your way there. You can't fake your way there. You have to earn it with grit, with obsession, with every ounce of your being screaming for more, even when your body begs for less. Now, let's talk about pain. Pain is your partner in this journey. Pain is your teacher. Pain doesn't lie to you. It tells you the truth. It tells you where you're weak, where you need to grow, where you're still hiding from greatness. The 99% run from pain. They flinch. They back off. They say, this is too much. But the top 1%, they walk into pain like it's a familiar house. They greet it like an old friend because they know that on the other side of pain is power. The power to become something most people only fantasize about. Not because you were lucky, but because you chose the fire. You created your destiny. Right now, your future is forming. Every minute you hesitate, you hand over control. But every time you act, every time you show up, you take that power back. So take it. Make your training sharper. Make your mind stronger. Make your focus tighter. Stop living like time is unlimited. It's not. There will come a day when your body is done, when the gloves are hung up, when the clock runs out. What will you look back on? Regret or pride? Will you say, I should have worked harder, or I gave it everything I had? That answer is being written right now. In your actions, in your choices, in your daily grind. You are the author of your future. So stop predicting it and start creating it. Now, let me leave you with this. Your future self is watching. He's out there, standing in the future you're about to shape, and he's asking you one thing. Don't let me down. Every rep you do now builds him. Every early morning, every lonely night, every sacrifice builds him. He's stronger, faster, smarter, more disciplined. He's not a fantasy. He's real, but only if you make him. So, if you want to live like 1% of the world, you have to train like 1% of the world. Be that rare breed, not for the trophies, not for the spotlight, but because you know the truth. You were born to be elite. You were born to be the one who never gave up, the one who stayed the course, the one who looked at adversity and said, let's go. This world doesn't give you what you deserve. It gives you what you demand through action. And now's your time. Write the story. Build the legacy. Create the future. If this hits you in the chest, don't just feel it, act on it. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. If you felt that fire rising in you, drop a comment and tell me what future you're building. Like this video, if you're committed to creating the life you know you're capable of. And subscribe, because this is just the beginning. You're not alone in this journey. This channel is for warriors, for fighters, for creators of destiny. And if you're still hungry for more, you need to watch the next video. It's called Stay Humble, Stay Hungry, The Silent Power of Discipline. A deep dive into the contrast between Khabib Nurmagomedov's quiet dominance and Conor McGregor's loud ambition. It will show you exactly why discipline always wins. Click on that next video now, and remember, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Keep fighting, keep building. Be the 1%.